Hello everyone, and being all of the White Raw split as he does them 2x2 as always. Truth here of the SC Chronicles with
RB3K.
So there's another replay from the replay pack of the White Raw Extravaganza. We have White Raw spawning in the right position, or the 3 o'clock position, as our orange Protoss against Aristeo. Our red Zerg spawning in the exact diagonal position, or the opposite position, over on the 7 o'clock side, I guess.
Yeah. So we're probably gonna see a really different gameplay style actually, because the last couple games that we casted were, like Truth said in the last game, very close rush distances in terms of how close they are for their bases. And we're probably gonna see something really different from White Raw in this game because they're so far away. Probably even a longer game than the last one.
Yeah, I think the Zerg player, once he realizes where White Raw is, will be very happy because he can happily expand here and then expand here, then expand here, and just always expanding, to safe locations really, because you can really control this upper crescent of the Zerg with Zerg very easily. Once you start spreading that creep and speedlings and the fast moving Zerg army can really take advantage of that.
Yeah, exactly, and it'd be really nice to see the Zerg player expand all over the place. But not opting to even make his choke smaller and throwing his gateway up a lot further from his ramp.
Yeah, actually, I'm wondering if he knows that his opponent is Zerg, because usually it's customary to either build very close to your nexus and make those chokes to enter your mineral line, or just make a choke out of here. But it looks like he has opted to build it in between because White Raw is just a total baller anyways.
Yeah, White Raw going just walking around right now, trying to find the exact place that the Zerg player is. Once he sees that Overlord in the air, he'll know that the Zerg player is in this further position. So maybe we'll see a 2-gate push from White Raw, because I do see another gateway going down. Or am I just crazy?
I think you're just crazy. It's not a pylon, but we do have a 14 hatch before the spawning pool from our Zerg player, so he is thinking eco first, or he just wants to get his expansion up very soon.
Exactly. He wants that expansion completely built up, and then that way it'll survive any kind of onslaught a little bit better.
Yeah, does look like this Zerg the drone has made its way around and knows that White Raw is not going to be very aggressive. Only has one gateway down, no cybernetics core just yet. White Raw might actually fast expand once again. We did see from last game that he did expand quickly, but just going strictly minerals early and just zealots, and then grabbed his fast expansion and protected it with a forge and cannons.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe even.
Yeah, there it is.
There you go. Perfect.
So maybe this is a new build that White Raw has been using a lot during this tournament, or show match, or this series of games where he just gets heavy minerals, expands on Metalopolis, and just holds up his ramp with zealots, gets a cannon, just narrows this area up, makes Zerglings run all the way around if they want to get into the base. But I still got to give the advantage to the Zerg player because the expansion was down earlier, and Zerglings with speed can really abuse a fast expanding Protoss player.
Yeah, exactly, because you don't see Protoss player fast expand at all, not very often. White Raw is actually just changing things up by doing this. By throwing that down, and he's probably going to be getting that, like I said, he's throwing down that forge, and he's going to have that cannon up, and he's going to be able to protect his expansion quite nicely, but I don't know how well it's going to be able to hold up against 2 bases that are ready and going for the Zerg player right now.
Okay, I think that was the most amazing probe play I've ever seen in my life. That probe totally juked out like 7 Zerglings, and it made its way out. That was amazing. He hit it in the fog, turned it back around, and the probe lives to see another day. That was some incredible micro saving one precious probe's life. I've never seen that before. That was amazing.
Yeah, the amount of time that he spent on saving that probe's life, just beautiful. So we got the Zerg player throwing out a ton of Zerglings actually, and getting Zergling speed almost halfway done right now. So probably going to be walking around and getting map control by standing around all over the map and seeing exactly what's going on.
Yeah, this Overlord is in, does know that there is a fast expansion up. He does know that he probably caught a glimpse of that cannon being produced. Yeah, he does catch a glimpse of that cannon, but with a lot of Zerglings, and once speed kicks in, he can abuse that these Zealots have to stand here to block this off, and then actually they could just quickly run back and forth either way. But Zerg players can still find a way to sneak in a few and just do damage and just set them back.
Exactly, and I think that his probe is actually going to die now because he's
he got too happy with it.
Yeah, he just got a little over eager right there.
He was too ballsy, but it does look like that Zergling speed kicks in. Wow, it was off to the races for those Zerglings as speed kicks in. That boost is just amazing.
Yeah, that was just amazing. They just kind of hunted that poor thing down like no tomorrow.
Yeah, we do have Warp Gate being researched right now, not being chrono boosted because he doesn't really need it too badly. He just needs to play some defense, and White Raw uncharacteristically supply blocked himself heavily. And this pylon needs to finish and let this sentry get created. A force field would be very, very helpful to stop Zerglings from running up this ramp.
Exactly, and White Raw's actually only on one gateway right now, finally throwing down 2 more gateways. Probably just seeing all those Zerglings right there. He knows that he needs production facilities to start pumping out more units.
Yeah, now that his mineral lines have started to become saturated, he is quite equal on the probe harvester count, so he can start laying down some gateways that are bolstering his army and maybe pushing out and showing some aggression, as he is putting down lots of gateways right now. So we probably will see a push coming out soon. And would like to see, the lair is coming up for our Zerg player, so maybe he'll get some Hydralisks to counter mass gateway units from the Protoss.
Yeah, exactly. Hydralisks do very well against both Zealots and Stalkers. I've seen that firsthand. My Stalkers just get melted away to those poor Hydras.
Yeah, and the crucial +1 upgrade being finished in for the Zealots, so the Zealots can't 4-punch a Zergling out or 2-shot it. However you want to say now, because it does count as 1 blow with the 8 damage.
Yeah, I like how we had that whole discussion going on about how a Zealot punches out a poor Zergling. But whatever, that upgrade is going to be very crucial in any case.
Yeah, it does look like he is trying to put down some Spine Crawlers, and he's getting a Roach Warren with the Hydralisk Den. So yeah, you might want to put down 2 more Evo Chambers around here. Just, actually in front of the Spine Crawlers would be better, I think, because then you could just soak up some damage using those Evolution Chambers and get those crucial +1 range and +1 carapace.
Upgrades, yeah, exactly. Gets an Overseer, so maybe he doesn't want to see any kind of, keep an eye out for observers or keep an eye out for DTs if White Raw does go and do something crazy like that. Even though he doesn't have any of the production facilities for it, White Raw is known for some weird tactics, and that'd be one of those things that White Raw could do.
Another good thing to use with Overseer is to scout. You don't need to wait for the speed upgrade for Overlords to finish before an Overseer gets the speed advantage, so you could send this in and, just run it through the base right now and just, check out what's going on. And White Raw has bolstered after his 4 gates have finished. Whoa, what the hell happened there? His 4 gateways have finished, and his army is trying to march his way out, and it's getting quite large. Looking at the army tab, it is significantly larger than the Zerg player. And after that, Zergling saw that this army, he knows that now he really needs to start pumping out units.
Yeah, exactly. White Raw just pumping in 7 Stalkers right there, just really quick, and just basically doubling the size of his army just by that 1 warp-in. That's the one thing I love about the Protoss warp-ins.
Yeah, the army tab for the Zerg player is, pretty low because roaches do take 2 supply and they're very cheap. So probably the units tab will show a more, accurate description of the army. So we do have 12 roaches, 14 Zerglings versus 13 Stalkers and 5 Zealots. This probably isn't good.
And 7 sentries too, actually.
Oh yeah, those Protoss White Raw is really far ahead right now. He really needs to get a few Hydras out, maybe, and need that Hydra range so he can really battle this gateway heavy army. And he needs to protect these Spine Crawlers with his Zerglings and Roaches as the first engagement does occur, and the force field placed down perfectly. A lot of these Roaches are stuck behind and struggling to find their way around as the Stalkers go to work on the Zerglings, and the Zealots are just chopping away.
Yeah, solid force field play by White Raw right there, keeping those Roaches and the Hydras away from his army and allowing him to wipe out half the army at a time. Doesn't have to face off with the whole army at once.
Yeah, with this proxy pylon here, more Stalkers are coming in with ease, and doesn't look like our Zerg player can do much right now. He really needs to mass up a lot of Hydras to battle this as Zerglings run in desperately trying to slow down this Stalker army, but it doesn't look like there's much you can do against this many Stalkers with just so few Hydralisks.
Yeah, so few Hydras, so few Zerglings. There's not much that the Zerg player can do right now. Tons of Stalkers still coming in. White Raw's got an awesome economy to feed this army and keep pumping him in. And our Aristeo does say GG and leaves the game. So another game by White Raw.
Yeah, Aristeo does lose to a fast expanding Protoss player. Probably something he doesn't really come across very often. But White Raw, he does that unique play and just dominated him with the expansion, really.
Yeah, that was again. Well, that's the second time that we've seen it in this extravaganza of White Raw, and pretty cool play actually, I must say. Maybe we'll see it again in the next couple games.
Yeah, so we'll bring you the next game soon.
Peace.